کاوش مدیا.
I can recall when I was a young child, listening to Hitler's Nuremberg rallies over the radio. I couldn't understand the words, but you could easily understand the mood and the threat and so on. And I have to say, when I listen to Donald Trump's rallies today, it resonates. It's not that he's a fascist. He doesn't have that much of an ideology. He's a sociopath, but an individual concerned with himself. But the mood and the fear is similar. And the idea that the fate of the country and the world is in the hands of a sociopathic buffoon is shocking. The coronavirus is serious enough, but it's worth recalling that there's a much greater horror approaching. We are racing to the edge of disaster, far worse than anything that's happened in human history. And Donald Trump and his minions are in the lead in racing to the abyss. In fact, there are two immense threats that we're facing. One is the growing threat of nuclear war, which has exacerbated by tearing what's left of the arms control regime. And the other, of course, is the growing threat of global warming. Both threats can be dealt with, but there isn't a lot of time. And the coronavirus is a horrible plague, can have terrifying consequences, but there will be recovery. The others, there won't be recovery. It's finished. If we don't deal with them, we're done. And so the childhood memories are coming back to haunt me, but different dimension. Threat of nuclear war. We can get a sense of where the world really is by looking to this January. Sociopathic buffoons were finished. And that's coming close. Trump is the worst, but that's because of U.S. power, which is overwhelming. People talk about U.S. decline, but you just look at the world, you don't see that. When the U.S. imposes sanctions, murderous, devastating sanctions, it's the only country that can do that. Everyone has to follow. Europe may not like, in fact, hate sanctions on Iran, but they have to follow. They have to follow the master, or else they're kicked out of the international financial system. Now, that's not a law of nature. It's a decision in Europe to be subordinate to the master in Washington. Other countries don't even have the choice.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند.